Hello viewers! I discovered not a very long time ago that I got a psychological characteristic that I think at least 50% of the population has as well. I admit that it's still just a bit of a concept, and I can't quite say if it has been officially named, so obviously I had to make up a name for it. More or less, I noticed that my nostalgia expresses itself in a particular way. A material way. So I call this characteristic materialism of emotion. I'll let my inner voiceover explain you the concept.
When you pick up a stone on the beach to bring it home and add it to your stone collection after you just seen a film in the cinema, instead of throwing away your tickets, you stick it on the wall above your bed? For me, that's your materialism of emotion speaking to you. When you pick up that stone, you bring along a real object that lets you connect to emotions that you lived on that beach while watching that film. It's an object that's going to bring back memories of that moment and all the emotions attached to it. And it's exactly the same thing when you keep the tickets of concerts you've been to. Speaking of concerts, materialism of emotions is just as possible today in the digital era. You know, when in the middle of a concert, you get your phone out to film 30 seconds of your favorite song. That's materialism of emotion as well. You're definitely not taking that video just to share with everyone on social media. You keep a memory by video, so digitally, to watch it later and relive that concert and all the emotions you felt in that place and time. And it's exactly the same thing when you get your mobile out of the body to snap some clips of your friends dancing. The goal is to reconnect to that emotion later, the emotion you experienced while taking that video. Today, in an era and a part of the world in which many people have a 4K camera right in their pockets, it's just become a reflex to immortalize these moments in life and their emotions. In a way, you're nostalgic for the moment you lived, even before it's over, so you save it.
After that, are we really living the moment while we also filming it with our hands? That's another question. Whatever the case, if there was a definition of materialism of emotion to me, it will be this.
Materialism of emotions is the desire to preserve memories and their emotions via a physical or digital object in the goal of being able to access them again. It's an object that's going to bring back memories and all the emotions attached to it. It could be memories and emotions linked to a moment, a person, an artist, or an artistic work.
Leave me a few comments about the objects you got at your place which are the result of your materialism of emotion. Personally, I've got a nice touch of stones, clovers, shells, the traditional pool cue chalk. Yeah, I'm a pool lover. Of course, concert ticket, hello, festival cups, and many other trinkets.
You should know that all these examples are typical of the stage 1 of materialism of emotions. More or less, stage 1 is when the object doesn't take a lot of effort to get it. It's within hand's reach.
I can hear all of you saying, and what about stage 2? If you want to know what stage 2 is, I welcome you to watch the next part of this topic. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and if you answer yes many times, then I clearly invite you to take interest in the topic of this video. Have you ever asked a friend to write a word in one of your notebook? When you visit a city, have you ever bought a cup with the name of the city on it? Or maybe a mug? Okay, it's not a mug, but I'm old enough, trust me. Have you ever had one of your t-shirts signed by all your classmates or friends from a summer camp? Have you ever gotten a tattoo to mark a special occasion or friendship with a close friend? Have you ever bought a postcard from the beach where you spend your summer holiday? Have you ever asked someone to write you a letter you'll read only in 10 years? Have you ever downloaded a music track? Whoop! Just because you had an incredible time while it was playing right at that moment. Did you end up listening to it over and over, or even buy the album? If yes, well, congratulations. You are at the stage 2 of the materialism of emotion. I let my inner voiceover explain it to you.
Some of the objects I mentioned in all my questions are linked to moments in life that matter to you, such as trip, moments with your family and friends, etc., etc. But this time, these are moments so strong in emotions and impactful in your life that you wanted to take the step and the investment of going to collect or buy souvenir objects linked to this moment. And that's the difference between stage 2 and stage 1. It's the process to get it and the investment, financial or not, to obtain the souvenir object in question. After that, are we living in the past if we're constantly surrounding ourselves with souvenir objects?
That's another question. Tell me in the comments what objects you have at home that are the result of your materialism of emotion stage 2. For example, I have postcards from the Opera Garnier, a Brighton cup, a tons of magnets, a word snow globe, and so on.
Whoa, what a collection!
And also, I have Gremlins figurine, movie posters, a lot of vinyls, program of musicals, bands t-shirts.
Stop, Friday! You are spoiling the next part about this stage. In all these cases, it's also a question of materialism of emotions, but about artistic works. Now, I'll let you speak again.
Let me ask you a few questions and trust the process. How many times have you felt close to a character just because they felt exactly the same emotion as you? Surely you've already watched this series or movie over and over. But did you end up buying the movie poster or maybe a pop figurine or an accessory? Hello, now it's my movie. How many times have you listened to your favorite artist on repeat and you felt close to their lyrics and bought t-shirts of them? Maybe you even downloaded albums. Ooh, sorry.
Maybe you ended up buying the vinyl.
Thank you.
Have you ever gone to see a show or musical that you love and buy the program or the photo booklet? Have you ever seen an exhibitions and brought back a bookmark or maybe a postcard from the exhibitions? That's happened to you plenty of times, no? I'm gonna explain to you the mechanism that takes place between you and the artistic work in these moments.
Whether they are materialized by a music track on a vinyl, a film on a DVD, by a painting, a play, a ballad or a book. All these artistic works are basically the materialization of the artist's emotions. With the words, image, sounds, movement, colors and sensations, the artist has created an artistic work, and inside of it, they transcribe their ideas, message and emotions. By consuming artistic works, you can have what's called an emotional connections with the message or the universe. These artistic works, which resonate with your current or past emotions, have come to put words, sounds, images, sensations upon all your emotion, or they've sometimes even created completely new ones for you. As a spectator faced with the multitude of artistic works that exist, you always find one that resonates with you, or you will just simply enjoy it as it is. How many times have you shouted the lyrics of your favorite artist at the top of your lungs? In doing this, you're expressing your emotion through or towards someone else's work. It's the result of all these strong emotions linked to this artistic work which create within you the desire to renew the experience and to reconnect with it again. And this can be done in multiple ways. The first is by being in direct contact with the work when it's possible. If a piece of music touched your soul, then with a streaming platform or CD you can listen to it over and over again. It also works for movies with DVD and platforms. The second way is for products derived from these artistic works, especially merchandising. With this object linked to the artistic work or its creator, you can reconnect with them and the emotion they gave you. For example, when you see a t-shirt from the artist you love, you immediately think of it. You think of your favorite song, the last concert you've seen to, or the next you will go to. When you see a pop figurine from a film or a poster, it's bringing back to you a small part of the universe and the characters. What happens at that moment is the same as when you see a TikTok edit of your celebrity crush. Your brain's gone into overdrive and send you tons of affirmation at once. The act of collecting artistic work or object related to them can also be a way to materialize your love for an artist's work or an artist.
So, if is this the case for you, then ta-da! That's your materialism of emotions speaking to you. In my opinions, you're a materialist of emotions, just like me. And if you recognize yourself in everything I said previously, it's because your materialism of emotion is particularly brought out by your attachments
To certain artistic works or artists. Basically, stage 2 of materialism of emotions, when it's linked to artistic works, is manifested by the buying of those works or objects linked to them.
Let me know which artist or movie or book or song touch your soul the most. And if you collect objects related to artistic works, what format do you prefer? Figurine, posters? Personally, I have a huge crush on vintage vinyl. And also audio cassettes. Afterwards, I would like to give you a friendly reminder. Buying a lot of album or merchandising does not make you a better fan or a real fan. You can be a true fan without investing money. It's all about the authenticity of your taste, not your wallet and possession. After all, do all these objects end up possessing you? Or do you possess them? Is it your emotions towards them that possess you? Personally, despite my enormous collections, I
don't know what it is, what the hold this stuff has on me, but I feel such a deep emotional attachment and I have such a sentimental connection with all this stuff. I mean, it simultaneously comforts me, it inspires me, it grounds me. I mean, as much energy as I put into all this stuff, the energy comes back out of it toward me and it moves me. And you know, sometimes I think, am I collecting this stuff or is this stuff collecting me?
I still haven't found the answer. So, what is the next stage after the stage 2? Moreover, it's the beginning of a new characteristic, a whole new concept that I called the materializer of emotion. Basically, these are people who create totally original and unique artistic works from their own emotions, their own memories, their own message in the form of different media or objects. I call them like that because they are the creators and the directors of the materialization of their own emotion. And I'll tell you about it in a future video. For now, I have to pack all my things, so I see you in 10 seconds in my new flat for the beginning of the rest of my life. Welcome to my new house. My name is Friday, mistress of the Monster Mansion. This is the mansion. Leaders of her rock and god orchestra. And all the serious things speaking today from the depth of my crypt. As a great materialist of emotions, I spent entire years collecting trinkets. But not only that. As a materializer of emotions who's making music and videos, I spent a good part of my life filming memories, making music tracks and covers, filming music videos, and I've recorded all these things on my favorite medium, on VHS. So yes, it might smell strongly like magnetic tapes and the vibes of the 80s and 90s in this box. But know that everything starts with what's inside. Are you ready? Ta-da!
Great Scott! What happened? It seems that all your cassettes and magnetic tapes have been mixed up. The consequences of that could be disastrous.
What do you mean?
Well, I foresee two possibilities. One, coming face to face to all your unusable cassettes will put you into shock and you simply pass out. Or two, it could create a time paradox, the result of which could cause a chain reaction that will unreveal the very fabric of the space-time continuum and destroy the entire universe. Granted, that's a worst-case scenario. The destruction might, in fact, be very localized and affect just your own universe, darling.
Oh, I'm almost reassured to hear that, since the risk only concern me. Oh, gosh.
Let's fix this. Do as you wish, Friday. And we'll see. Your future hasn't been written yet. No one's. Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
Yes, we will.
All right, buckle up.
Autre chose?
Non, c'est bon. Ça, c'est vrai, c'est un vrai pote.
En fait, il est en train de me dire de toutes les manières la couleur bleue en ta main. Hein? Le bleu.
De déménager avec vous. On aurait dû vous inviter les autres jours.
Les garçons, ils ont dit il faut qu'elle ne déménage plus jamais parce qu'elle a trop de choses.
Oui, je suis d'accord.
Elle a trop de choses.